Hi guys, welcome to another instalment of Homemade with Coles. I'm Michael Weldon. I've got a beautiful leg of lamb here, served with a beautiful warm potato salad. So the first thing we're going to do is make our marinade for the lamb. I've got a bit of rosemary left over. If you didn't have rosemary, you could use thyme, just sort of whatever herbs you've got. If you had some dried rosemary, you could use that as well. And I'm just going to go 4, 5 sprigs. To that, we're going to add some olive oil. Just want enough to coat the lamb in to make a nice sauce with it. A good pinch of sea salt, a nice crack of black pepper, honey, a couple of tablespoons, and I've got some fennel seeds as well. And then the last ingredient in our marinade is just some Dijon mustard. If you had grain, you could use grain, just whatever you've got in the pantry. We've just got a stick blender. If you've got a mortar and pestle, you can do it in that. If you've got a food processor, you can do it in that. Stick it in, blend away, just so everything's nice and smooth and all those little bits of rosemary broken up. Looks really good. Now, I've got a beautiful leg of lamb here. And what I do here is just score the lamb just below the fat, just a little bit below. I'm gonna do almost a diamond, a bit like you're doing a Christmas ham, a couple of centimeters apart, and then we just flip it over, come back the other way, and that looks beautiful. Now, I've got a baking paper and foil lined tray here. Lamb straight in there. And then just going to pour our marinade over the top. We tuck a bit underneath the bottom there. Beautiful. We just want to work our marinade into all those little slashes we've made so we get lots of flavour through the lamb. Now, we're going to marinate this for at least 1 hour. If you want, you can even do it overnight in the fridge. If you do it overnight, make sure you bring it out of the fridge an hour before you cook it, just to bring it up to room temperature before going in the oven. But for this guy, and when you come back, we're going to cook it. All right, so our lamb is looking great. It's been marinating for 1 hour. Now we're going to go into an oven at 150 degrees for about an hour and a half till the internal temperature right in the center of that lamb reaches 49 degrees Celsius. Then we're going to turn it up to 250, cook it through till the lamb comes up to 55 degrees and it's nice and crunchy on the outside. All right, would you have a look at this bad boy? Absolutely gorgeous. All we're going to do is let that rest for 15-20 minutes just to let the meat juices relax. While we do that, I've also got some potatoes cooking in here. Now put those on in cold water with salt and some white wine vinegar. Brought it up to the boil slowly, drop it down to a simmer, and I've simmered them for 12 minutes. So now I'm going to quickly strain our potatoes. They should just be tender as well. So with a knife, you're going to poke through the potato and have no resistance from it. So that's been great. Straight over here to a colander. And we sort of strain them off and let them sit here and just to chill and steam for about 5 minutes. While we do that, I'm just going to quickly chop up a couple of ingredients. So I've got a little bit of parsley here, and I've got some dill as well. We're going to chop those guys up, roughly slice this. It doesn't have to be too fine or too fancy. Now we've also got some shallots here. You could use a brown onion, a red onion, you could use a green onion, whatever you've got. I like the shallots because they're nice and sweet. Now I'm going to chop these nice and finely. We're going to go into a bowl with our shallots and our herbs, and then we'll make this dressing. So the base of the dressing, like with all good dressings, olive oil. Let's go 1/4 cup. Black pepper, because potatoes and black pepper are good mates. Sea salt. And we've got a little bit of whole grain mustard there. Now, if you only had Dijon, chuck Dijon in. So we're just going to whisk this together. Now this becomes the dressing for our potatoes. I saved a little bit of our potato cooking liquid, just like 50 mils. Just going to drizzle that into our dressing. That's going to help warm that oil up. And then all I'll do here is add our potatoes. And the heat of those potatoes is going to suck up all that oil in that dressing and add loads of flavour to them. Fold it all on through. All right. Now I'm going to leave that just to sit for 5 minutes, let all the flavours combine and dress those potatoes. Now it is the time to see if I've cooked that lamb as well as I think I have. And all we're going to do now is just slice it. And that's what we want, beautiful pink lamb. Obviously, if you're only cooking this for a couple of people, you probably have a lot left over. So things like lamb kebabs the next day or roast lamb sandwiches. I'll just serve this sliced like that. Slow roasted lamb, warm potato salad. Super easy. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more Homemade with Coles.